going on YouTube? The Apophis here, and welcome back to my channel. What's up guys, it's Friday, so that means a couple announcements. But before we get into the announcements, let me ask you guys a question that I want your feedback to in the comments below. I want to know what your thoughts and opinions on the upcoming DLC for Call of Duty Black Ops 2 are. So, I know that most of you watching YouTube videos are up to speed on current gaming news and things of that nature, especially when it comes to Call of Duty. So I know you know the map pack is on its way, coming out April 16th. So let me know what your thoughts are. I'm sure you've seen 20-30 trailers by now. It seems to be like that's all people are posting, and that's just not my style. So let's get into some announcements, and it's really more news. This is something that I've done a couple times now, trying to get the right feel for this, and I tried to come up with like a news feel to it, like, oh, this is the news, and it just sounded really douchey, and I'm not gonna put you through that. So we're just gonna talk about some things that I've read over and come up with. First and foremost is gonna be, why not the DLCs, since how we already brought it up. My thoughts on it are pretty simple. Like, I'm really happy that we're getting firing range back, but at the same time I'm kind of butthurt that we have to pay for it, right? Like, we didn't have to pay for Nuketown, and Nuketown's reskinned, and this is just firing range with a new skin on it, so why do we gotta pay for that? What I would have liked to see is them just give firing range to everybody, and then, you know, actually work and create another map for the map pack. But it is what it is. We're getting what we're getting. Midnight brought up a very intriguing point about firing range, and he said that he thinks it's gonna suck because of all the Remingtons, and I think I'm gonna have to get in that boat and row upstream with him with that. I see firing range absolutely ruined by the 870s, and I'm pretty sure even in the trailer some guy was using a shotgun in it, and it's just like, dude, that is so true. All we're gonna see is shotguns in firing range, or what's it called now, studio, and hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully people play it a little different, but with this game being dominated by SMGs and shotties so much, I think studio is going to be a pain in the ass, which is kind of a letdown because it is such a fan favorite that they're bringing it back. All you zombie players seem to be super thrilled. What do you guys get, new characters for the zombie mode? Like, I don't even play zombies, but everything that I've seen and heard from everybody is everybody's super excited about what they're doing with zombies for this map pack. So I think that's cool. I don't like how these maps have a bunch of shit that can kill you. I didn't like how the gondolas on downhill could fucking kill me, or the water and hydro could kill me. That being said, the water and hydro bugs me far less than the gondolas do in downhill. Like, if I bump into a gondola and it's not moving, I'm not gonna die. Like, come on now. And that's one of the problems, and I don't like how they did that with this map with the volcano. Like, in this map that's really high up, I mean, there's a lot of places to fall off of. Like, to me, I don't need more shit in this game that can kill me, man. I die enough. I don't need help from the map. Some of you guys might like it. Some of you might be on my side with this. Those are just my thoughts and my opinions. Other cool news. Destiny. Bungie released the classes for Destiny. So that's cool. It's going to be like a human race. There's a race called the Awoken, which is like a vampire. Shit, what did they say? It's a vampire elf hybrid, which I thought was really weird. And there's this what they called Exo. Exo is the third class, and they're modeled after Master Chief. So they're kind of more like the Spartan look to them, although they're not anywhere identical by any means. They definitely changed the look. If you do some quick Google searching, you'll find the pictures for them, I'm sure of it. But the other thing they said, alongside these three classes are going to be three fighting styles. There's going to be a Titan, which is like a war tank, so you're gun heavy. I'm assuming you got a lot of armor, but I'm assuming you're really slow. They didn't really get into too much details. They just said a gun heavy tank. Then there's going to be another one, I forget the name of it, but it's more like a gun for hire, it said. So it's going to be, I'm assuming you're going to be like lightweight, no armor, but you're really quick. Light weapons as well, and you kind of just like whore yourself out for XP or whatever. That's what I'm assuming. And the third one they said is like a warlock, which is like a space wizard. So I thought that was really interesting that they're putting like magic and sorcery into a first-person shooter. I think it's going to add a really interesting dynamic to it, and only time will tell how that works out. So I thought that was cool. So that's, I guess, news on Destiny. We haven't gotten a whole lot of news on Destiny, and I'm kind of bummed, right? Because everybody seems to be really hyped for a game that we know nothing about. So now we know a little bit, and I'm thankful for it. And hopefully in the next couple weeks, we start to get some more information. Oh my god. If you are active on Twitter or if you follow anything Xbox 720 related, there was a bunch of shit going on yesterday. The Microsoft Studios creative director, his Twitter handle's Orthy. His Twitter's set to private by now, just so you guys know. But he posted a series of tweets that just kind of bashed consumers a little bit. And at the same time, he kind of confirmed that the next Xbox is going to be always on. So you're always going to have to be connected to the internet, which is one of the rumors that we've been hearing, and it's one of the things that a lot of people are kind of upset about. But he didn't flat out come out and say it's going to be always on, but he was very far in support of always on products. And his response to this guy tweeted him, and he was like, oh, well, what happens when the internet goes out, or what about people that live in spotty areas with shitty internet connection? And his response was pretty much deal with it or move. And I thought that was way douchey of him, and it's definitely turned me off to the Xbox 720. And he just kind of treated everybody really shitty, and he really was on a high horse about it. And then he ended up deleting the tweets, and now his Twitter's set to private. I got the screenshots of it. I'm not gonna share them, I guess. And then it was crazy because I went on Reddit late last night, and that was like the #1 thing on the front page was him being douchey, and they didn't even post the douchiest of the tweets. So I'm kind of turned off that Microsoft is gonna, at least their employees are running around saying we don't fucking care what you think, or we don't care if you don't have internet. This is gonna be an always on thing. And Sony, on the other hand, has flat out said the PS4 will not require this always on connection. So I'm thinking that Microsoft might have shot themselves in the feet before they even got going with this, because of this guy went out popping off at the mouth and just got all crazy. Like, a lot of people are pissed off about it. Like, there was over, like, when I saw that thread, there was over 4,000 comments, and not a damn one of them were positive over on Reddit about what this guy had done. And the big thing that I saw was, what about military families where they like go overseas and stuff, and the internet's not always that great? And I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. And they all said, you know, we're not buying the Xbox because we can't use it. So I think that's going to give Sony a huge competitive advantage. It might even be the deal breaker that puts Sony on top of Microsoft this time. Only time will tell. And the good news is, with time around April 26th, I know the thing said late April, but I've read April 26th beforehand. Microsoft's probably going to reveal the next Xbox, so we'll at least get to see which of these rumors are true and which ones aren't. And hopefully we'll get some kind of apology for this guy's actions, because I think that's uncalled for from a company, man. You shouldn't treat people like shit and then expect stuff from them. Does that make sense? So yeah, that's cool. Oh, and there was a study that I just read that they polled a bunch of UK gamers to find out what gamer was better, like what platforms gamers were better in bed. So like they asked like all these guys' girlfriends and stuff like that, like, oh, you know, does your boyfriend play video games? If so, what console, and how would you rate his sexual performance? And just so you guys know, Xbox took the cake with 57% or 54 or 57%, something like that, rating good or better in bed, and 20-something% rating excellent in bed. So that's cool. Wii, you guys were second. Don't remember your numbers. PS3, you guys came in third. But PC, you guys fucking suck. Flat out. You might be in the master race when it comes to gaming, but 8% of you guys are good or better in bed, and only 3% are excellent. So maybe you guys lay off the porn and step your game up in the bottom a little bit. It's totally just a joke. If you take it seriously, then that sucks to be you, because you are not lighthearted enough. Alright guys, catch me tomorrow on the podcast, the Small Guys Podcast. That's over on the Dire Charlton's channel. Make sure you head on over for that. And also stay tuned for my channel, because the finals for the Commentator Showdown are coming out next week. It's Chill Now versus Serial Assassin, a rematch from round 1. It's going to be epic. And lastly, a gigantic shout out to Gosh, I'm Hungry. Thanks for doing the post with me, dude. As always, it's good interacting with you and hanging out and stuff. So I really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys next time. Alright, there's 2 videos on the screen you might have missed. Click them. They open in a new window. Big yellow subscribe button, top right hand corner. If you didn't click on the big yellow subscribe button in the middle of your screen the whole video long, this is the one you want to click on. As always, follow me on Twitter to find out what's going on. If you want to interact with me, talk bullshit, have a good time, hey, tweet me. I answer all my tweets. And, yeah, I guess thanks for all the support. All the guys that came over from Gosh, I'm Hungry's fan base, hey, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy your stay. Thank you all so much for the support. I hope every single one of you have a super fantastic day. And we'll see you around here next time.